this year. All right, now let's go to Morgantown. West Virginia got smothered and beaten up badly by Texas Tech in Lubbock last weekend. They're at home against a team that is on fire. Any possible letdown with TCU having back-to-back wins against two teams that are up there at the top, right below them in Oklahoma State and Kansas State?
I just don't see it. I don't think TCU would make the mistakes that Baylor did to have them lose in Morgantown. I think TCU's real challenge comes up in the next few weeks after this. You know, Morgantown's a tough place to play, but they're losing a bit of their juice because fans have kind of turned off Neil Brown, and so they're not probably going to be as intense as an environment as it would be normally there in West Virginia.
Yeah, I think this is like the least interesting game in the conference this weekend, and that's all having to do with West Virginia. It's just not any sort of energy there right now. I mean, with Oklahoma and Iowa State, I think that's interesting for a few different reasons. I think that Oak State, Kansas State's obviously interesting. Obviously have it best interest in Baylor and Texas Tech. I do think that the fact this is in Morgantown will make it of more interest for folks out there. But 11 a.m. kickoff, there's no night atmosphere or anything like that. I just think TCU rolls in and maybe doesn't just blow the doors off of the Mountaineers, but I think they eventually are just going to be too much. Yeah, I don't have any great hopes for some West Virginia rallying cry at this stage. It's not what we think of it as far as going to Morgantown the way that once was looked at. It's not that at 11 a.m. on this particular Saturday with this particular West Virginia team. So yeah, got to be careful if you're TCU, but I have faith that they're going to be smart enough to not let golden opportunity slip away in this game of all the games they have remaining.
A lot of you on the chat room, and a big chunk of you ever since we started this back in April of 2020, a huge contingent of West Virginia fans, you're just kind of worn out by it. You can tell by what you say on the chat room. You got a little goose after the win against Baylor, but it went right back to reality, and there's a lot that are very, very much tired and done with Neil Brown. That remains to be seen.